Sundry news for Friday, July 3rd, as it says right there. Friday, July 3rd. And today we begin with Election Wire, brought to you by the Daily Wire. Now, we're underway with election 2020. There are 124 days until November 3rd, and judging by the cash pouring into both candidates, Americans are finally getting past the pandemic panic. Oh, I like that. Somebody is speaking my language. Americans are finally getting past the pandemic panic and race riots and murder hornets, and beginning to tune in to the race for the White House. Joe Biden nipped President Trump in the cash haul last month, but the Democrat announced he's not coming out of the basement anytime soon, and he's embracing some extreme positions to boot. Meanwhile, President Trump's poll numbers are in the dumper, and both candidates are busy saying the other guy is senile. Fasten your seatbelts. 1. Trump and Biden have record cash hauls. Joe Biden's campaign hauled in $141 million in June, while President Trump came in close behind with $131 million flowing into his coffers. Biden got a boost from former President Barack Obama, Senator Elizabeth Warren, and Senator Kamala Harris, each of whom hosted virtual fundraisers for Biden in June. The Trump cash machine cruised through the panic on idle, but put in a solid finish to the quarter to nearly catch up to Biden. The former vice president had his biggest haul during an Obama fundraiser when he raised a reported $11 million. Trump cashed in on his birthday, June 14th, collecting $14 million. But Biden lags far behind in cash on hand, with just $80 million in his war chest. Trump, on the other hand, has $295 million cash on hand, holy crap, after raising around $266 million in the second quarter. 2. Biden vows to stay in his basement. Biden, who at 77 is at high risk should he contract COVID-19. Yeah, well, Trump, who is like 74, also at high risk, but, he's doing his job. Said this week that he won't be coming out of his basement anytime soon. Biden on Tuesday said he won't hold any presidential campaign rallies during the COVID-19 panic, even though Trump has already returned to the campaign trail. "This is the most unusual campaign, I think, in modern history," Biden told reporters in a video call from his home in Delaware. "I'm going to follow the doc's orders, not just for me, but for the country, and that means that I am not going to be holding rallies," said Biden, who added he has not been tested for COVID-19. "They tell me 200 million people have watched what I have done from home and the half a dozen things we've gone out and done," Biden said. Okay. 3. You're senile. No, you're senile. Biden finally had to address a question that's on many people's mind. Is he, okay? "He's just fine," says Biden. Asked during a press conference on Tuesday if he has been screened for cognitive decline, Biden said he is constantly tested. Some have speculated that you are subject to some degree of cognitive decline," Fox News' Doug McElway said. "I'm 65. I don't have word recollection that I used to have. I forgot my train of thought from time to time. You got 12 years on me, sir. Have you been tested for some degree of cognitive decline?" "I've been tested, and I'm constantly tested," Biden said. "Look, all you gotta do is watch me, and I can hardly wait to compare my cognitive capability to the cognitive capability of the man I'm running against." Oh, I don't think anybody else can wait for that either. A recent Zogby International poll of 1,007 likely voters found that 55% said they think the former vice president is in the early stages of dementia. Biden fired back at Trump, now 74, and the oldest person to assume the U.S. presidency. Biden said Trump doesn't seem to be cognitively aware of what's going on, with his own briefings about Russia and U.S. service members. You might like Blink Sale. Get paid and back to growing your business. How many follow-up emails does it take to get paid? 0. Start billing with Blink Sale today. Try for free. If you're a freelancer, business owner, or entrepreneur, you shouldn't have to waste time creating ugly invoices on your computer, send nagging emails to get your invoices paid, or worry about getting the money you're owed. Blink Sale is a revolutionary invoicing software that helps you stay on top of your money and keep track of everything in one place. Try Blink Sale for free today and see for yourself. You'll spend less time billing and more time doing what you love. 4. Trump poll numbers in the dumper. Yeah. The president should be happy the election is 125 days away, because if it were held today, he'd lose in a landslide. Not necessarily. At least according to bookmakers, who put their money where their mouths are. As COVID-19 cases continue to surge throughout the United States, while the country confronts issues of systemic racism, Donald Trump's odds to be reelected continue to fall. And I feel that more and more people are probably afraid to admit to anybody that they're going to vote for the president. Trump is now a plus 175 betting underdog, giving him only a 33% implied probability of winning the election compared to Joe Biden's 59.3% implied probability, Betfair said on Tuesday. The latest polling backs it up. According to 538's average of national polls, Biden has an average plus 9.6 edge over Trump. That's tied for Biden's second biggest edge over Trump in 538's average since late February. Trump's got an uphill battle. The pandemic panic cost more than 40 million Americans their jobs. Race riots continue to flare up in major cities, and the mainstream media is all over him again on Russia. His probability of re-election has steadily declined since outrage over George Floyd's death swept the nation, falling from 45.2% on June 2nd to 33% on June 30th, Betfair reported. 5. Biden. Abortion all day, every day. During the Democratic primaries, hyper-liberal candidates successfully pushed Biden to the far left, a position he'll try to correct as the general election approaches. The past dozen elections have shown Americans are bunched in the middle. After the Supreme Court this week struck down a Louisiana law requiring doctors who provide abortions to have admitting privileges at a local hospital. I can't believe they... Biden... I'll say it again. If your doctor is incapable of getting privileges at a hospital within 30 miles, I believe, was the radius, why do you want that so-called doctor in your uterus messing with you all up in there? Why? Biden announced his support for abortion under any circumstance, staking out an extreme position on the issue. Forget that Biden, in early incarnations, had proclaimed himself a pro-life Democrat as recently as the 2012 campaign, asserting opposition to abortion. In a debate against then-Republican vice presidential nominee Paul Ryan, Biden said he was personally opposed to the procedure, but felt he had no reason to prevent women from exercising choice. That's all gone now. Choice. My body, my choice, right? How about my face, my choice to cover it up with a mask? No. Today, the U.S. Supreme Court reaffirmed that states cannot put in place laws that unduly burden a woman's right to make her own health care decision with her doctor, Biden said. This is another one of those huge lies that is literally killing people. You know, tiny little babies. And the women in such cases when things go wrong and your doctor doesn't have admitting privileges at a hospital. Anyway, it's not the woman's health care. It's the baby's health care, or lack thereof. That's a person in you. By the numbers. Trump versus Biden. We told you what the bookies think, but what do the polls say? Oh, not good. And this is where I say, yeah, but I'm pretty sure people are not feeling brave enough to admit to anybody that they're going to vote for Trump in this very, very hostile climate that society is presenting. Biden was up 7.8% in national polls 3 weeks ago, then 8.1% last week. Now he's up by 9.3% in a running average kept by Real Clear Politics. Two polls, USA Today and Monmouth, give him a 12-point lead. But what about the battlefield states? Oh, that bad, huh? Here's how some swing states look right now. Wisconsin, Biden up 6.5%, was up 3.4. Michigan, Biden up 7.5, was up 7.3. Florida, Biden up 6.4, was up 3.4. Pennsylvania, Biden up 7.0, was up 3.3. North Carolina, Trump up 3.0, was up 0.3. Ahaha. The Veep stakes. Biden has said he will pick a woman as his running mate, and the bookies have put 4 black women on top of the heap. Senator Kamala Harris is the big favorite, even though she suggested Biden was racist during a debate. Keep an eye on Susan Rice. Well, all he has to do to prove that he's not racist to her is to pick her as his vice president, huh? Here's how the potential picks line up according to bookies.com based on $100 bet. Senator Kamala Harris, 134. Negative 134. I don't understand betting and odds and stuff. I'm not good at this. Representative Val Demings, plus 550. Susan Rice, plus 650. Mayor Keisha Bottoms, plus 1400. Senator Elizabeth Warren, plus 1700. Michelle Obama, plus 1700. Stacey Abrams, plus 2000. Ugh. Michelle Lujan Grisham, plus 2500. Tammy Duckworth, plus 3300. Governor Gretchen Whitmer, plus 3300. Why is she still on the list? Meme of the week, Joe Biden. Check out more on Instagram at Real Daily Wire. Election Wire is a weekly email newsletter featuring the latest in election news, polling data, and analysis from the Daily Wire. Thank you, Daily Wire. Election Wire. Next, the Daily Wire for Friday, July 3rd, 2020. Instant access to hundreds of benefits and social programs. 25% off membership. Only $12 for your first year with automatic renewal, plus a free gift. Join now. AARP. See it. Same day, LA Mayor says avoid gatherings for July 4th, Independence Day. LAPD posts a photo of thousands gathered for protest. Was the mayor there? Viral video. Rapper Lord Jamar. Black Lives Matter, not our movement. Given to us by George Soros. Aha. Ben Carson, where have you been? On painting Black Lives Matter on street. What if somebody painted a Confederate flag on a public street? Good question, I guess. 275,000 signed petition blasting new movie starring Michael Jackson's daughter portraying Jesus as a lesbian woman. Oh my goodness. Alyssa Milano wants NFL Redskins name removed. Oh, shocking. Check out these photos from her NFL fashion line. Why? There's nothing here I want to click on.